On this week's episode of Vital Voices Radio, we're going to have a really good time. We're going to drink some delicious Spindle Tap beer, eat some excellent Frank's pizza, and who are we talking to this week?
This week we got Opie Hendrix.
Opie Hendrix is going to be some badass music and a really good time. So everybody hang out, grab a beer, and tune in.
What I say what?
For the fellowship.
This is Vinyl Voices Radio, ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Denman.
Dusty Sandehan.
All right, welcome to this week's episode of Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN 97.5. He's Justin Dejas. I'm John Denman. And tonight we're going to be having a really badass time with some other friends of ours, listening to some good music.
Yeah, tonight, John, we have Opie Hendrix on the show, and Patrick Kelly's here. Second time for Patrick on the show.
Yeah, am I the first two-timer?
You were the first two-timer.
I need a jacket.
Yeah, we have T-shirts for that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so yeah, we're going to get into some music in a bit and just kind of figure out where these songs came from.
definitely. And this show is sponsored by Adley Law Firm. So if you guys ever run into any issues or you need a personal injury attorney, Adley Law Firm can help you out.
That's right.
Ooh.
Yep. And also, Frank's Pizza, hooking us up with the pizzas.
It's always a good way to start the show, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just food is a comforting thing for people. You know, we went through Thanksgiving and all that. It's just very good. So it's an easy way to sit down, have some pizza, and then of course some Spindle Tap beers.
Right.
All right, I think we're covering that part of it.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a pretty solid effort. We remembered.
Should we jump right into music?
Let's jump right into it. Let's talk. So how are you guys doing tonight? What's going on, Obi?
Man, just living large, you know. The dream is real. Here we are, woke up in it. Next question.
I know the aspirations of being on Vinyl Voices is giant. So
I hope this moment is not too large.
yes,
Despite all the many other things you've done.
Well, we just got a lot of exciting things happening and develop. We were just in this studio last week recording our next record, and we got 12 in the can, and they're mixing them down, and I can't wait.
Nice.
I'm all kinds of excited right now.
I mean, fill us in. We're here for the exclusive. You know, we want to be the ones that share the news first. So,
Well, right on. It's going to be called Monsters and Robots, and it's full of monsters, man. This gentleman right here, we co-wrote a song together, and he's playing drums on quite a few tracks. We've got people like Willie T. Golden on steel, lap steel, dobro. I mean, got this really cool cat, Josh Baca, and he plays some mean accordion, like button accordion and Louisiana Cajun accordion. Randy Walls throwing down
nice.
keys and pianos and real tasty stuff. Liam Haney plays bass. We got Patrick Hurstveld. Not only was he engineering, but he also plays drums and sings, and
It's his spot.
So John Evans is producing this record,
Nice.
and it's really cool to work with him. We did the last album with John Evans, and yeah, you can tell if you got something cooking because he gets this little Johnny grin going on, and you know you're doing something really groovy. And he was grinning the whole time. We were cutting up and grinning, telling jokes, eating Tim Tams.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool. Really. This will be my 6th record, and yeah, this is probably the best experience we've had recording so far.
Yeah. That sounds exciting. Just hearing you talk about it. It's like,
Well, you said accordion, and you got me right there.
Oh,
Just-
man. I wish I could play for you right now. I think you'd be very satisfied.
Yep. Well, we're going to listen to 4 different songs on the show, and we're going to talk about those songs and what went into writing them, just the instruments and everything else that happens in that song, because song creation is a funny thing. And it's not always, as we've learned talking to a bunch of bands, sometimes it's easy and it just goes right together, and sometimes there's a tug of war and there's some hairs pulled and a few punches thrown, but you end up with a song.
Yeah.
So what song are we gonna listen to first?
Do I pick it?
You get to pick it.
Let's go with Yellowhammer.
Yellowhammer.
All right. Here it comes, y'all.
Well, Yellowhammer, Yellowhammer. Oh, Yellowhammer, Yellowhammer. It's a long, long way from Alabama. Watch yourself, you're gonna find it in the slammer. Yellowhammer, Yellowhammer. Yellowhammer, Yellowhammer. It's a long, long way from Alabama. Find out soon up there in the slammer. Yellowhammer, Yellowhammer.
All right. Well, that song's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. That's about a Yellowhammer.
So what is it about this Yellowhammer?
Well, I just liked the way it was grooving, and so I just started screaming out Yellowhammer. Yellowhammer. I have this old Stanley hammer, big 24 ounce, and it's a Yellowhammer. And I just went from there, and people from Alabama called Yellowhammers. I know it's a bird. I think it's their state bird or state flower. I think it's a bird and a flower. I didn't look it up, man. I recorded this song on my 30th birthday. The day of my 30th birthday, I went in to RBI recording Joe Melchuk behind the boards, and I said, man, it's my 30th birthday. I'm gonna make a record. This is the first one we recorded, and it was the first one to get played on the radio. Rourke played this sucker every day. It came on, it was exactly 1 minute 30 seconds, and he'd play it right before the BBC News hour every day. And I was living in Indianapolis then, so I didn't even get to hear it on the radio. I just got to hear about it being on the radio, and so that's kind of Yellowhammer. It's where we are now. But really, no thought whatsoever went behind it, the lyrics or anything. It just rhyming and stealing.
Kind of has that Butthole Surfer sound to it. A little bit.
Yeah.
Take that. I'll take that.
I feel like that is a song that probably goes really hard live. So
It's fun.
It's the most fun song to play live for sure. And because it's 1 minute and 30, it's never less than 7-8 minutes live. Everything in the middle, we ride that one forever. And he's somebody you gotta keep an eye on stage, because whatever we work on is always going to be a little different on stage, but this one is one where you guys we insert throw some things in
There's
there.
some wiggle room in there.
But if there's ever another guitar player on stage, this is one that they'll tend to go back and forth. Yeah,
we go, and then
it's all in that really
break down into some Motorhead. Sometimes they'll break it down into Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Sometimes Strangle. It's just a groover. But yeah, the original song's 1 minute 30 seconds on the record. But live we just go to space. You know, whatever's happening, whoever's playing. Remember when Leslie used to play the shit out of that song? Just Leslie Ann Sloan.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of the best fiddle players
Miss Leslie.
around, brother.
Yeah.
Leslie.
Yeah, Miss Leslie. She plays with us quite often. But yeah, get her. You ought to get her when we break it down and go into Stranglehold on fiddle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun song, and I didn't really think about it at all. I still don't.
Well, it's one that you can throw in the mix, like, and where you put it in a live show kind of really matters.
Well,
to
it's
that
always
song.
one that's in the set. When it's in there, there's definitely places that you play and you're like, I don't know if this is gonna work or not.
Someplace, yeah, like Mono, we'll be doing it at Moe's, but I'll break it out whenever the need a boost, need
Wherever
to
you feel it.
kick it up a notch.
Yeah, wake these people up.
Wake
I feel
Yeah.
like that'll work everywhere.
You know, sometimes it'll be close to the end because then they know I'm getting ready to go ape shit. When Yellowhammer comes on, like, okay, now we're winding down to the big sound, and we get a little wild. Or sometimes if I'm in that right frame of mind, I kick it off the show with Yellowhammer.
Yeah, sometimes it's like wake them
Then
up.
you know what you
Like
get.
you're here, like if you start a show
here we
like
go.
that, you know you're there to get it
That's the big
serious.
drop.
But it
Yeah,
seems like if you start the show with that, then it almost needs to be a minute and a half, like, wake up everybody. And then, but if you, like, later on, it could be a 15-minute song.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We go with all that Grateful Dead jam. We extend, let's just say it's extended.
Yeah.
We get creative and clever and pay homage to some of my heroes.
That's like, all right, I'm almost done.
It's hard, yeah, because if that comes on, that's going to be a thing. Everything's just going to high octane, you know.
From like a songwriting standpoint, Opie, how, like a song like that, like, you know, I mean, right away I was like, let's talk about how that goes live, because you just see it, you know, hear it.
You don't usually go nuts.
But when you're writing songs, you know, it's been 6 albums now. Do you think about that? Is that part of the process? Like, how's this gonna play live, or is it not at
I just
all?
open my heart and let them fly.
Nice.
You know, I play my feelings, and I feel different all the time. You know, Yellowhammer is definitely that's a fun one. But as far as thinking, I actually, it was like I said, I recorded it. It was my birthday, and I was going to make a record, and I said, I don't care. I'm paying for this record. I'll put whatever the hell I want on it. You know, it's my record. Well, and it actually was. It was one the least one I thought would get played, and it got picked up by Rourke, and a couple others got picked up, like country stations or whatever, throughout Texas or whatnot. But they never played Yellowhammer, but because most of the records got a country twang to them, you know, or whatever.
Right.
So I just play the music I want to play, and see what happens.
Red Hammer just doesn't have the same
Nah.
to it.
Nah, I don't
You
think so.
couldn't make a song about a red
Red
hammer
Hammer.
that sounded like that.
Well, shoot, if I known we
If it
could
was
talk about it, I'd have brought the
like a-
actual hammer there. Like I said, I got me an old Stanley, big old framing hammer, heavy duty, and it's all yellow. It's got that yellow coating around it, I guess rubberish coating, and it's the Yellowhammer. I have it to this day.
Well, there you go, folks. That's the Yellow Hammer. Let's take a break and grab a couple more beers, maybe eat some Frank's Pizza. This is Vinyl Voices Radio on ESPN 97.5. We'll be back with Opie Hendrix.
She used to love me, never liked my songs or how I did her wrong. She used to love me, now she don't know more.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Adley Law Firm have helped navigate their clients through car and truck accidents, premise liability claims, and other types of personal injury cases. They are board certified and have an aggressive reputation with insurance companies, and their caring approach to clients has made them one of Houston's best Google-reviewed personal injury firms. Live chat now with an Adley Law Firm representative at adleylawfirm.com or call 713-999-8669 for a free consultation. No fees unless they win your case. 713-999-8669. Key T Wellness, our friends down in Dickinson, is where you need to go if you're feeling sluggish, non-energetic, and non-motivated, not just when you're hungover. Get to know your numbers. As we get a little older, our hormone levels change, men and women. Key T Wellness can help. Weight loss, hormone optimization, low testosterone, B12, Botox, and more. KeyTWellness.com. Why not feel your best again? KeyTWellness.com.
Welcome to Vinyl Voices with your hosts, John Denman and Jesse Sendejas. Grab a drink and get ready to dive into some badass music. Take it away, boys.
We are back. This is Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN 97.5. Justin Deas, John Denman, Opie Hendrix, Patrick Kelly, and we're going to listen to another song.
Yep. This next one is H-Town.
H-Town, yeah, that was a fun one. Patrick's on that one, as well as we were talking about Miss Leslie Sloan, Willie T. Johnny Falstaff is throwing down some of that twangy guitar you hear. That's all Falstaff. Liam, the whole gang's in on this one, and it's basically just about H-Town. It started out though, we were talking earlier, with the opening line for the very original first draft version of it was, I didn't die, I just went to Dallas. And I decided instead of doing a Dallas hating song, I'd do a H-Town loving song.
I mean, Dallas hating song's too easy.
Yeah.
Slow hanging fruit.
Low hanging fruit.
Yep.
Punching down.
All right, let's listen to that song.
I'm doing fine. I'm alive in H-Town. And I do not lie. I just be down. And I'll be down until I die. Don't even try and ask me why. I'm gonna live or die in H-Town. Now baby, I've dined with kings and queens, and I've lived in the alleys on pork and beans. H-Town, H-Town, I'm living the dream. How's that thought for you? I'm a lucky guy, I'm alive in H-Town.
Yeah, man, that seems like that could be a theme song for me right there. Just as everyone, just no matter where I go, it's like, hey, where you from? I'm like,
Yeah.
listen to this song.
I'm a lucky guy.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you know, we're all from here.
Again, pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to really dive too deep into that song to know what it's about.
Spider monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just keeping it just a fun, light, because I have a tendency sometimes I can write some dark lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to have some fun with this and get my friends on. I don't know if this was I forgot to mention, but those pretty backing vocals, that's Mel Torres from Shame on Me.
Yeah, okay.
And like I say, that recording project,
A lot of people in that song.
yeah, we recorded at Sugar Hill, and I was keeping it H-Town themed. So I got as many H-Town people that I could get on there. And yeah, it was. And then we shot the video for it at Shady Acres.
Okay.
That's H-Town for you.
Yeah.
And we had all kinds of Felipe and Nestor from Los Carnales were in the video. Madison Polito, Larry Hollywood, Parcell, Chris Cook, Christian.
From the Hates came
Christian
by.
Kid was going to be in the video, but the videographer was a little bit late and he couldn't hang out. But we could have Christian Kid in that video. Joe Melchuck's in there.
We basically had like
Messiah.
a big hangout, at Shady.
Yeah.
In the middle of an afternoon,
Yeah,
And it-
I
and
feel,
it was
I feel
a lot of-
elected.
a lot of
Like,
Houston
would have been fun
musicians
to
out
be
there.
there for
I
that.
know. Where are we at?
I bet you I sent you an invitation. I sent out probably as many invitations as I could think of off of the cuff, and especially in a week's notice.
Yeah.
So, and if I missed you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll get you in on the next one.
Right. You got to look at the camera when you say that, Opie.
We'll get you in on the next one. I was looking at
No, it's a good song.
Thank you.
Like I said, it's got that twang to it, and just an easy, smooth southern swing.
But it really is that feel of like, everybody that's got boots on the ground here trying to do something with music or promote it or, so many times we really have kind of that, redheaded stepchild sort of thing, with our sibling over to the west and all that. But, so many good things are happening here, and that's the whole point of what this show is about. So to have that song, just be one of the ones that you want to focus on tonight, it's important. It's just what this show is about.
Well, yeah, a lot of good friends and family took part in that whole, like I said, the
Project.
video and the recording of, so yeah, I'm glad we could get it on there.
How did that idea come to you, though? Where it is like, man, let's write a song about Houston, or did you just? Yeah,
Wasn't it in the
just how
rehearsal room?
all these lyrics come together.
We were rehearsing one night, and I said, "Hey, let's try this song for size." And so we started working it out, and I think the chorus was like blah 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 blah, because I had no words. So, but I wanted to get it across. I think we came up, pretty much did the changes, and then I went home and because I think we did start out with "I Didn't Die," I just
Yeah.
went to
That was
Dallas.
definitely your idea
And
first.
then good, but I've been fooling around with it, and then like I said, we worked out the tune, and I went home and like I said, instead of making a hating the big D, he was loving the H-Town. So
Yeah.
Take that negative and turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we do here.
I've always said
Bro.
that.
We're not haters.
And then we all hugged each other. It was great.
I feel like too, especially when you're listening to songs that are about a city, a lot of those songs are maybe just in Houston, super hip hop oriented. You're always hearing like rap artists talk about H-Town, this, that, and the other. But like to hear it from a kind of different perspective, where you're coming from musically, I really dig it. I like that. I want to hear more of that.
Cool. Well, I can't wait to share the new record with y'all. I cannot wait.
Thematically, what's it like? Without giving everything away,
Well, it's just like an Opie Hendrix record. It's gonna take you places, and they ain't going to be the same area code.
There's some
Might
really,
even go to a different county. Go ahead.
I said there's some really like rockin' stuff. There's like, I mean, it really covers a big gamut. There's some like bluesy kind of soulful stuff on there too.
Lots of twang. Beachy stuff.
Yeah.
Robots.
Yeah.
Big robots. I'm sitting on this. I'm just with a big old grin.
Yeah, we worked on some that's
Yeah, we wrote that song together.
I kind of don't want to say too much about it.
Now I'm getting interested.
It is of an album that has how many songs does it have?
We got 12.
12.
We got 12 in the can, and I think we're going to will it down to 11.
The one that I went in there and we worked on together will be the one that when you listen to all 12 that it stands out.
It's the outlier.
It's completely different thing, but it's a concept that all came together, you know, again, like even with the H-Town, like Opie, you know, in the creation process, it's like, I don't know how we're going to get there, but this is the idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he came to me and he's like, here's a reference of like what I'm going for in the studio. You know, it's not really this, but it's kind of this.
It's definitely in the 1-4-5 range.
Which it's not.
Well, nothing ever is, but that's I try to.
That's what you start off with, right?
Well, no. These guys
But it's a vision you're always trying to like get to.
Right.
Like the H-Town thing is like, there's a real Houston based, like, let's make it a full on Houston thing.
Right.
We're doing it at the Houston studio. Let's do it at a place that's got like, you know, the vibe and get everybody out.
Right.
You know? Even like the one that we're working on. Yeah. The vibe.
I mean, if you're doing it, do it. Go all out. I mean,
like if we're going to do something different, let's really do something way out of the box. So that one is exciting.
But the reason why I say, well, because I think that sounds musical. Y'all are like learned musicians. I'm more Luther taught me the 1-4-5, the standard blues progression. So if it's around 3 chords, I'm going to say 1-4-5. I ain't even going to know which one's the 5.
Yeah.
But I will know it's there's 3 of them. You know, and it's
become a joke now.
Yeah.
Because
So,
whenever Liam does have to like learn something new from the bass standpoint, that's what Opie always tells him.
it's 1-4-5.
Pretty much easy, man.
It's pretty much
yeah.
just 1-4-5. That's it. And then when he gets into learning it, it's like way more to it.
Well, I'm a complicated man.
Well, if you went into everything telling somebody how hard it's going to be, would they even do it? No.
Liam might. That boy's gifted.
I was gonna say, like John said on one of the shows earlier this season, that there's like 200 Houston bands and there's like 20 musicians. You know, it's kind of like this. That's how you know, this whole
is so real.
Just talking
me.
Yeah, tonight about just how many of these players have either already been in here or we've talked about them already. But I think it's cool. You know, it's like it's nice that we have that community that's pretty close knit.
All right, let's take a quick break. And when we get back, we'll have Opie Hendrix, Patrick Kelly hanging out. Eat some more Frank's Pizza, drink some Spinal Tap beers. This is Vinyl Voices Radio.
Well, I remember this girl I met at camp when I was 11. She was 13, we were frogging and fishing, but then we started kissing when I was 11. She was 13, but never kissed a girl from Portland.
Key T Wellness, our friends down in Dickinson, is where you need to go if you're feeling sluggish, non-energetic, and non-motivated, not just when you're hungover. Get to know your numbers. As we get a little older, our hormone levels change, men and women. Key T Wellness can help. Weight loss, hormone optimization, low testosterone, B12, Botox, and more. KeyTWellness.com. Why not feel your best again? KeyTWellness.com. For over 30 years, the attorneys at Adley Law Firm have helped navigate their clients through car and truck accidents, premise liability claims, and other types of personal injury cases. They are board certified and have an aggressive reputation with insurance companies, and their caring approach to clients has made them one of Houston's best Google-reviewed personal injury firms. Live chat now with an Adley Law Firm representative at adleylawfirm.com or call 713-999-8669 for a free consultation. No fees unless they win your case. 713-999-8669.
Welcome to Vinyl Voices, where the music flows as freely as the beer.
All right, this is Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN. We are hanging out with Opie Hendrix, Pat Kelly, and he's Justin Dejas. I'm John Denman. Yeah, we've listened to a couple songs so far. First one, Rockin'.
Thank you.
Real quick, gets you motivated. If you miss it, just tuning in, go back and listen to the song.
Right.
Yellow Hammer. It's a jammer. And then...
I like what you did there.
That was
You
good.
like that?
That was good.
I could have said banger, like all the kids say these days, but I'm like, no, I'm going to
Nah.
change it to jammer.
All right. Yeah.
So, and
Jammer.
the last song was about Houston,
H-Town.
H-Town,
H-Town.
and, you know, that was a little twangy. That's a little
It's a
country, good
twanger.
little, it's a twanger.
Twanger.
Banging and twanging, man. That's
I do the best I can.
put that on the back of the pickup
I
truck.
know.
Yeah,
I think
write
that's-
that. Hold on.
That is, I know Opie Hendrix banging and twanging. That, yeah.
That would work. Yeah, H-Town, banging and twanging.
Banging and twanging.
Like, you know, a cowboy hat and you got spokes still.
Y'all,
Yeah. Nice.
y'all alternative rock and honky tonk. How about that? Good on a t-shirt.
There was one night we had this idea of doing a show, a concert where country bands play punk songs country, and then punk bands play country songs punk, right? And we were trying to come up with different names for the concert, and one night we came up with the most magical name, and none of us remember what it is. But it was like just like blah moment, you know, the whole thing, and
This is like the Tenacious D song. Like, this isn't the greatest song.
Oh, right.
in the world.
Yes.
It's a tribute
Just a tribute.
it's a tribute.
We couldn't remember.
to the greatest idea ever.
Yeah, that one, whatever it was like, that's it. That's what we're going to call it. And we haven't put the concert on because the festival, because we don't remember the
It
name.
all hinges on the name.
Yeah, it all totally hinges on the name. That's t-shirts
I
and
have to
everything.
write down now.
Yeah.
And I usually ain't got a pen.
Well, we don't have to write this down because we have it banging and twanging. That's
Banging
on.
and twanging.
Banging and twanging.
We can all hear it. Yeah.
All right.
So next song. What are we going to
Next
listen to?
song, Hayes County Slowdown. That was recorded on the last record I did with John Evans called Unhappy People. Available anywhere you can. It's available at your record shops if you're in H-Town. Go to Cactus, find out.
That's right.
Go to
Cactus.
or you can go to Vinyl Edge here
Yep.
in the Heights. Here's
Sigs.
Sigs.
Yep, Sigs.
So, or come to a show. Come to a show.
Just
and
rather come to a show and buy a record, right?
We'll sign that son bitch for you.
You will have a lot of opportunities.
And
So
we'll sell you
Opie's plays a
t-shirt
lot.
to Go with it. A matching hat, shot glasses, koozies, stickers for free.
I heard Opie will sign a lot of things.
What's the weirdest thing Opie signed?
Well, I don't know if it's weird, but I actually signed a titty, and I used the nipple for the O, and I just wrote pie next to it.
Of
That
course.
works.
And that was in Dallas, of all places. I've had a good time. I've had many a good time. Just be on the radio. I'm going to go on the records. I got good friends, and I've had great times in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. We love Dallas.
Dot. Anyway, yeah, Hayes County. Hayes County, slow down. Speaking of nipples falling off. Hayes County, slow down. I wrote that on the way to go to the session. I called up John on the phone and says, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And by the time I got to Dripping Springs, the song changed, and he had tis.
Flying along just fine, traveling through town, ignoring the warning signs. Like a black crow would say, every dog has his day. Wait till the fiddlers pay. Now Hayes kinda slow down, eyes speed. Telling me better know that I will throw down if it comes to be. Come at me. Doing old Black Crowes cocaine. Another night from the pain. Trapped out on a ranch road. An old pony boy would say, nothing gold can stay. Entering a Hayes County, slow down. Eyes on your speed. You're telling me. Better know that I will throw down if you come to me. Find it just fine. Trying to do things right. Ignore the flashing lights. Old Black Crow used to say, every dog has his day. Wait till the fiddlers pay. Inner Hayes County, slow down. Eyes on your speed. You're telling me. Better know that I will throw down if it comes to be. Come at me if it comes to be. Come at me if it comes to be.
I've enjoyed your music for a while now, and so when I see an opportunity to, it's like, let's listen to more, or it just, it's a no-brainer, right? Just, yeah.
Well, I know it's going to be rich coming from me because it's, my baby, whatever, but did he get his money's worth? You were there. You've heard him.
Yeah.
It's going to be I really think we got something pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Well, that song that we were just listening to, that was interesting because it starts off a little slower, and then it kind of ramps up, and then all of a sudden it really ramps up.
It's a journey.
Take you for a ride.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hayes County Slowdown. Yeah.
It speeds up at the end.
It do. Just like life. It slows you down and you speed up and you slow down. And then after you just done run through the roadblock, you just keep on going. Works. That's what's been working for me. I mean, you might be needing maybe throw some bail money my way if I get too excited about that. But I'm kind of walking on pins and needles right now because our needles and pins. Because, man, things are really going real smooth. The recording went smoother than Elvis on the Velvet, man. We just had laser like focus, and we just nailed these. We nailed 12 tracks in 6 days, and I think 2 of those days we weren't even recording anything. We were mixing and doing it. So they showed up. The Monsters showed up. Like I say, once again, that's Pat Kelly, that's Liam Haney, Willie T. Golden, Josh Baca, Patrick Hersfeld, and of course John Evans produced it. But we just went in and just crush track
John-
after track.
John's real like, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this. We're gonna move to this. Like it's real like thing moves like, in a way.
It's awesome when somebody, understands what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you don't, because you mentioned earlier, Opie, where you're like, or I think Pat was talking about you, and it's like, here's your vision. And
Yeah.
you're like, this is my vision. And then it's like, how do we get there?
Yeah.
And you have somebody that can actually put you there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just one somebody, but a bunch of different people that kind of know.
Well, I'm lucky. I'm lucky to know who I know and play with who I play with. I just sent him a text the other day. I was like, "You boys make me a better artist," and there ain't no two ways about it. They really hold me down, even though I'm making the up motion. But they hold me down, and
I mean, you're
that is
pushing
a
against
blessing.
them. Is what you're doing, right?
Maybe I was lifting them up while they was
You're
holding me
lifting them
down.
Yeah.
Or I was YMCA. I don't know. It's been a long day, kids.
I think that all that, this is like the second or third time that we've had an artist on that's like got music coming out, like within the next, couple of months or into 2024. And I think it's always exciting to think about that, just because what we do is focus on music that's already been recorded, but we're giving the audience like, here's a taste of where this person's coming from, but also there's something different, new coming up. And I just really like that about what we do. Part of your thing too, kind of how I started really getting into your stuff was, we were talking during the break about Messiah from Long River Sessions and how he's done some visuals for you. So I'm excited to see what you do visually with the songs that are coming up, because they sound super interesting, robots.
I'll be calling Messiah real soon. Yeah.
And I know that there are other artists that you work with, video production folks, but just the idea that, monsters, robots, I mean, it sounds like you could go so many different places.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good way. That's a good way to go. All kinds of different places.
Yeah. That's what your musical, forte is. Like, there's no one given sound in anything that we've heard tonight. I mean, it's a lot of different places.
Well, that and what both of you were hinting on earlier about the song you guys wrote together, and you're talking about robots. I just hear this old, like 80s hip hop, the doing turntables and a microphone. You know that sound?
Freakazoids.
Yeah.
Nope, not on your life. I'm glad you're thinking though. I'm glad you're thinking.
Maybe it's more of a Devo country Devo style.
Wait,
It could be.
Oh man,
I ain't gonna say nothing.
gonna wait and find out.
That's
You gotta
right.
wait and
I
find
love
out.
it.
Well, not
It's a
too
teaser.
much longer. I mean, we're looking for a spring release, maybe April-ish. Who knows? Maybe earlier than that, but we're gearing towards that. Ain't nothing definite, but that's the projected releases this spring.
Well, even though we don't
24.
have an exact date that we can actually talk about on the show, there's places where folks can kind of follow that. So where's a good social media stuff for folks to...
Oh man, Pornhub's a good one.
You gotta really dig deep though to find the really Opie Hendrix support hub.
Of course, the Facebook, Instagram, OpieHendrix.com, all the streamings. You can be, everywhere there's streaming or whatever, it's there. YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, whatever's. My back pocket. But yeah, OpieHendrix.com's a good one. Or just Google Opie Hendrix and you're going to find a rabbit hole you didn't know you wanted to go down. But Dave's, lots of ways to get in touch with me.
Nice.
I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. It's been a whole lot of fun. Pat, you're in a bunch of bands, man. You play nothing but good music. Opie, your vision and stuff that you're making is absolutely amazing. I've been digging it for a while, and it's fun to hang out with you again, both of you.
Thank you so much. It was a
Thanks
pleasure.
for having us.
And I also want to thank Frank's Pizza for supplying us some grub to get us through this show. Spindle Tap Brewery for supplying the suds and the tasty beverages. If you haven't been over by the brewery, go check them out. It's a whole forte of things you can do, from pickleball to kickball to all kind of. It's an experience.
I didn't know they had pickleball.
They do have some pickleball out there.
Oh, wow.
I haven't played pickleball yet. I don't know why, because I watched old people do it. I said, if they can do it, I can do it. Now all these people are super in shape and they're out there playing
Explain
pickleball.
pickleball to me. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it in practice.
It's kind of like a mixture of, if you took table tennis and expanded it bigger and put it on the ground. So a
Right.
small net, I don't know, but you watch people play and
Into it.
they get after it. They get after it.
All right.
So
There's
All the rage.
no pickleball at Adley Law Firm, but good attorneys.
also got to think Adley Law Firm, and any, like I said, car wrecks, anything. If you're fighting with your insurance company, any situation, contact Adley Law Firm, and they can definitely help you out. But on top of that, I don't know, Jesse, anything else for this week?
I don't think so, John.
All right, well, let's go ahead and end the show. On behalf of our good buddy back there, DJ Muskrat, Jason Esparza, Justin Dejas, and I'm John Denman. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll talk to everyone next week.
Dylan snuck under the bar. Gigi took it way too far. Morrissey didn't have no luck. Still waiting on that 10-ton truck. And I could sing like this, I could sing like that. Some days sharp, the other days flat. I could sing like this, even when there ain't no crowd. I still sing. Billy, Ella, Nina, too. Slade Lucinda's paid her dues. Now Bjork might leave you confused. Depends on who you're talking to. And I can sing like this, I can sing like that. Some days sharp, the other days flat. I sing like this, keep singing the same old song, still sing. Beggars can't afford to choose. The petty left this way too soon. It's up to you to call the tune, 'cause everybody gets the blues. And I can sing like this, I can sing like that. Some days sharp, and other days flat. I can sing like this, keep singing the same old song, still sing.